I will say Treyarch's been rather busy with the updates we've seen the last few days. Whether or not they're the updates that you want to see, that might be a subjective opinion, but we've now seen 3 updates in 3 days, one of which we've already talked about on Tuesday, the others we've yet to cover. So in this one, we're going to break down what you need to know for Black Ops 6, the changes made today and yesterday, and what's included in them. So as we go along, drop your thoughts down below, drop a like if you enjoy the video, and make sure to subscribe to join us on the road to 700,000 subscribers while staying up to date with all things Black Ops 6. And hey, if you'd like to subscribe to the second channel as well, looking to get some content and get that rolling again here with non-COD related stuff. But anyways, let's get into what changed with these updates. So today's update brought with it some more substantial stuff for multiplayer and Warzone, while zombies was the primary focus of yesterday's update. So these are going to be a little bit staggered here. We're going to talk about today's update and then yesterday's a little bit, but today's multiplayer update, one of the biggest things I personally think, at least, is the adjustments to the XP earn rates. In the modes of Domination, Headquarters, Kill Order, and Search and Destroy, the earn rates for XP and Weapon XP were increased compared to what they were just a few hours before. This means any and everything you do in those modes is now better in line with the set baseline for the game, and for whatever reason was either underperforming compared to other modes, or they're increasing that baseline overall for offering more XP. But more XP for both weapon and rank in those modes will be granted. Additionally, weapon XP only, those earn rates were increased in Team Deathmatch, Kill Confirmed, and Control, while solely rank XP earn rates were increased in Prop Hunt. So across the board, we're seeing more XP granted in various mode sets for various different types of XP. Now again, subjectively, it's still maybe too low for your liking, and it's a rather dumb thing that XP earn rates on things like face-off maps or Nuketown are a fractional difference compared to the base maps and modes, but it doesn't seem like that's changing, nor has it had any indication of doing so in the last couple of years, because for those unaware, it has been this way for years. Shipment has, for example, at least since Modern Warfare 2019, and every iteration since, had less than a 100% XP earn rate. Like if 100% is that baseline of what, let's say, is, like, for theory's sake, 100 XP per kill. Shipment has for years, in this theory, is granted like 70 to 80 XP per kill. Some introducing XP caps even on things like weapons as well. I remember, I think it was Modern Warfare 2 2022 that they launched Shipment without that cap, and you could max rank a weapon in levels with decoys, double XP, and Shipment in like 15 minutes or so, which was insanely fast. But only on like the first day. I remember that was fixed really quickly. They put that cap in real fast, but yeah. Anyways, stuff like that, where you're still going to see some discrepancies depending on map, that will still be there, but XP overall for those modes have been adjusted once again. Speaking of modes, Ransack has been added, this being the holiday variation of Ransack from Season 1. Cool little thematic update for that. Infectious Holiday is back, or rather here for the first time with Infected returning. Again, another thematic variation of Infected. Really keen on this one. I need to jump in on those because I want to get my hatchet kills done. I'm working towards 100%er, and that's just one of those challenges that, like, I gotta go way out of my way to do because I never use hatchets and it'll just take a tediously long amount of time. Plus, Infected doesn't count towards kills, death, KD, or win-loss ratios, so it's literally free. I can die, chuck as many hatchets as I want, and make good progress towards that challenge, which is nice. There's so many challenges in the 100%er grind that are both like easy, but then also others that are just stupidly tedious. Like, I don't want to play Search and Destroy to only have to plant or defuse a bomb while hidden by the Sleeper Agent field upgrade. Like, why is that a challenge? But anyways, yeah, Infected Holiday is there. Additional mode changes include ranked play win requirements, no longer tracking LTMs as a part of that threshold, which I think on one hand is good because you could probably quickly breeze through that if you are a cheater and get those thresholds done and out of the way. Those game modes only last a couple of minutes max, so you could breeze through that and then get to ruining people's experiences. But on the other side of the coin, if you are somebody that was new to the game, you just want to play some actual fun modes, well, LTMs aren't going to help you out anymore. And both 10v10 core and hardcore have added protocol, extraction, hideout, and Hacienda to the map listings, though I swear I was getting Hacienda last night before this update, so odd that they mention it now, but those are now all in the map pool. That's your multiplayer stuff that was changed as of today. Warzone, we saw a few map lighting updates where they reduced the vignetting effect on the outside of the circle, which they clarified this is the distorting and blurring effect that players see on the edges of their screen on Area 99. Rebirth Island, its lighting will be changed shortly after update. Could be as of when this video is published, could be shortly after that, but the map will be set at daytime only now. So those sort of weather effects here, it's going to be something that is no longer the case, and we have one static automatic setting for what will be available on Rebirth Island. Additional adjustments: the tracker perk was disabled in ranked play. They're investigating the issue, but I kind of think that a lot of players wouldn't have an issue if that was just restricted to begin with in ranked play. They fixed an issue that would interrupt players while attempting to replace armor plates. Obviously a big fix, makes healing easier and obviously possible. They fixed a collision issue with various elements across Urzikstan, fixed an issue with creating solo matches and private matches. They fixed an issue with Weaver's repairman skin so it properly displays at further distances now, which is a big fix. That was otherwise a pay-to-win skin at a certain point because you could not actually see that past a certain point. So players were just farming XP in ranked play, and oppositely were dying to people they actually couldn't see. They also fixed the bug where players would unintentionally teleport when exiting an LTV on certain terrain, which is again another big fix. So those were your Warzone changes, and then yesterday we saw further stability issues for multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone. They said they resolved some cases that could result in mismatched player animations, and they also said they resolved a visual bug for some cases where blood effects could appear where shots did not connect with their intended target. And again, we talked about this one before. I kind of feel like this was a cop-out sort of scapegoat answer. Oh, we're gonna blame it on some animation or visual bugs here, when in reality it really, by all indications, looked like it was a netcode or hit registration issue. They stated, we remain committed to tracking and investigating reports from the community. Studio teams are always monitoring reported issues and continue to prioritize optimization of infrastructure to ensure the best experience for all players. But with the video evidence that so many people reported, like it wasn't just a one-off thing or a very rare situation, there were so many cases of this being reported that like it wasn't just a visual bug. And when you look at where the shots were actually slowed down to, where the centering of where those shots were going, it wasn't something that it was just, again, a visual bug. If it was, the entire character model would have to be in a place that it apparently was not. And that very clearly was not the case, which would be also indicative of a larger server-side issue. So that's one of those things that they said they fixed. Whether or not it actually is, whether or not it's the root cause of it, I'm still skeptical. I'm sure a lot of people are, but that was something that was mentioned, was changed yesterday. Zombies, they made some interesting changes where they fixed some bugs, but not quite the bugs that a lot of people were talking about, and some things that also didn't quite make a ton of sense. Like the biggest one was that they addressed an issue where the main boss received higher melee damage than intended. And that was something that just seemed kind of out of the ordinary when the entire focal point of the map is kind of centered around melee weapons. I mean, you have 4 elemental swords. That seems odd that then what players thought maybe was just like a thematic design decision that, oh yeah, the swords incentivizing you to get them, they'll do more damage in the end boss fight. But now to nerf those, it seems a bit weird that like your whole theme of the map is now kind of like watered down a bit, if that makes sense, I guess. But yeah, that and a handful of different bug fixes were in yesterday's update, but they also mentioned they're tracking more here in the future. So that was the updates as of today and yesterday. Of course, more stuff is going to be coming, especially in the zombies side of things. But tomorrow there may or may not be an update. We're not going to cover it, if so, just because I don't like to do back-to-back to almost back update videos, just kind of taking it day by day. And we have other content scheduled here throughout the weekend that I'm excited to get up for you guys. But unless it's something massive, we won't have actual update coverage. But for the future, just recognize that tomorrow starts the quad double XP event. Double rank XP, double weapon XP, double battle pass XP, and double gobblegum earn rates are kicking in tomorrow in the afternoon, going all throughout the weekend. So if you want to grind something out, this will be a great time to do so. If you have any time this weekend, jump on and you can get that increased earn rate. So that is, we're going to wrap it up. That is the updates as of today and yesterday for Black Ops 6, multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone. Let me know your thoughts down below. Anything you're looking forward to seeing changed here in the future, anything you like out of these changes mentioned, whatever the case, drop your thoughts. If you guys enjoyed the video, you found it at all insightful, do me a favor, drop a like on it. Of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Black Ops 6 and all things FPS content. I'd love to have you in the community. For now, thanks so much for watching. Mine has been Espresso. I'll see you later. Take care and peace.